Thank you, Lynn. I will also take your socks, but they don't have to be clean.
Is it recording?
Hey, how about a round of applause for all the other comedians? It's been a good night. Give a round of applause for yourselves, the lovely audience. What, you guys hate yourselves? Fuck. Okay. What about one more time for the staff here at the ZAC? They're also wonderful. Give it up for the ZAC, please. Man. 11-year Missoula comedy veteran. I know what you're thinking. Cody, you've made it. Hey, you're right. I know. I'm getting recognized in the grocery store now, and it's not for my stint on MissoulaMugs.com. That was positive improvement. Sometimes, I think about myself, Cody, 11-year Missoula comedy veteran. Do you think your parents are proud of you? I don't know, because they're dead, and I won't be able to find out. But I only joke about being on MissoulaMugs.com. My brother's been to regular prison twice and military prison once. In comparison, 11-year Missoula comedy veteran, looking pretty good. Good in comparison. Yes, fuck my brother also, that guy sucks. Sometimes when you've done something for a long time, people mistake that you're good at it and not just consistent. And so then they ask you for advice. I speak with confidence, and so people are dumb enough to believe me a lot of the time. So I've got a few comedy tips that I like to give people. Number one, amateurs use notes. Professionals use a set list. Totally different thing. Paul McCartney's been in that band fucking 75 years. He still uses a set list. Okay, point number two. People are like, Cody, you seem so confident on stage. How do you do it? Well, that's a lie. I'm very uncomfortable right now. I'm literally and figuratively shitting my pants. But what I always tell people is that stage fright is a lot like doing acid. It's scary at first, but if you hold on long enough, it gets kind of cool by the end. And my third comedy tip here is that music and comedy never works. Never do music and comedy together. It will always go poorly. And with that, let me welcome to the stage my band, the TrogDelites. That's Brianna Hatch on the chimes. The incomparable Elizabeth, not Chuck. It's Canadian, I don't know how to say it. We're doing a show tonight for an animal rescue, All Hearts Animal Rescue in Polson. So we're gonna do some animal songs tonight. Are you guys down for that? That's what I like to hear. This first song, it's called Pomeranian. And it's about Liz's dog. Are you just checking?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. No, you threw me off. That's okay. You need to check? Give me a check really quick.
I think I'm hot. Am I on?
Hot? Everybody's hot? Okay. Liz had this dog, Mr. Biddles, and he was like if your eccentric uncle was a 5-pound dog. He got so excited about costumes that he'd dance. And then do you remember? He pranced. Do you remember that time when we were drinking a little too much at your house?
Never.
And threw up a little bit. And Mr. Biddles ate my food vomit, booze vomit. And he's like 5 pounds, dude, and that dog got fucked up. And
Fucking kickball, dude. Every time.
I can't kick. I grew up with leg braces. It's terrible. Biddles got so drunk that we couldn't handle him. And we had to let him outside, but we didn't have a fenced yard. So what we did was we put his leash on a shovel. Like not like a little shovel, like a big shovel, like bigger than he was. Because you don't think that you don't think he's gonna run off with some sort of drunken Pomeranian rage with a shovel. And then come back 3 days later, still with the shovel attached. Homeward bound. Anyways, this song's called Pomeranian. Fuck, I gotta count the strings.
He's done with it, he pukes it up on the floor. He smells like a sock and frolics, not walks. That's why we all adore Pomeranian. He'll crap on your knee like I know he's crapped on me. And he probably humped my leg. He'll eat normal things on his butt, things cling. Farts like a rotten egg. Love of my life. Oh, Biddles, you're the perfect doggy wife. Oh, Biddles, you smell like poop, probably 'cause you ate some. Has a mop for a tail and daggers for nails and has to sit on your lap. Looks like a fox, obeys as well as a rock, but dances when I clap. Drags around sticks, no song, no slow tricks. Really enjoys tofu. Rolls in fresh puke, then rubs it on you. Don't you want one too? Pomeranian drives you insane. So who freaking cares?
Thank you. Rescue dogs, rescue cats, that I'm okay with. Something I can't get behind is rescue birds, because birds suck. And I'm saying this because my aunt rescued 2 birds, right? And it basically ruined my family. So she had one bird, Gracie, and Gracie was an African gray parrot, and she bit me once, and that's the only scar I've ever had my entire life. Great story. She didn't want that grape, I guess. I learned to stay away from Gracie. My aunt had a smoker's cough, and so, like parrots mimic, so Gracie developed a smoker cough. And so, like, there's nothing funnier than a bird that's like walking around going. Gracie was fine. Now, Chipper was a cockatoo. Chipper could fly and land on a dime. It was as impressive as it was terrifying, because he would bite. and he would shit on people. And so when you went to my aunt's house, she had two methods of not getting shit or bit on. And there was one, she had this like sweater that she would wear around that was like cut out and just covered in bird shit. Covered in a massive, massive amount. More bird shit than you can imagine. But then your other choice was cockatoos have a plumage, it's a technical term, and it's yellow. And so they're initially scared of yellow things because that's what the males show the other male. So you could get away from Chipper by like holding a stuffed yellow animal next to you. Which was only effective for so long because eventually he figured it out. And if you are staying at someone's house that has a bird, and like you're in the middle of the night and you want a drink of water, everyone knows. Because the bird's in its cage, and the cage is like covered up so the bird has no fucking idea what time it is. And so when he wakes up, it's go time, right? But he doesn't know what's going on, so he just sits there and he's like, Chipper, shut up. Chipper. Anyways, this song's called Fuck You, Cockatoo. Liz, take it away. The joke is they're the ones with talent, but the band's named after me.
Chipper was just a bird to me, a cockatoo nuisance. You see, I never cared for that bird at all. But to my aunt he was royalty, do anything to anyone that he pleased. No one cared for that fucker at all. He ruined every family event. My aunt couldn't leave the house when everyone went
Out!
My uncle realized
Hey, that was great.
because she was crazier than that stupid piece of shit bird. Yeah,
She was crazier.
than that dumbass piece of shit. Goddamn bird. More of a cat person, you see. A cat murdering a bird makes me happy because of my trauma from that fuck. Chipper used to be afraid of yellow things. I'd hide behind a stuffed minion and grin because that bird was dumb as a rock. But I guess the stuff is brewing.
Fucked up.
And one day he grabbed my shoe with his nasty ass beak.
Ouch.
Nearly bit off my toe. Oh, I bled. You know, I would've stomped on that asshole's head till he's dead. If my aunt wasn't there, they would
Put it in across the room.
and laugh. If my aunt didn't care. Chipper split up my family. Owning a cockatoo is a tragedy. They can live longer than you and me. Wait, what? No, I'm
They
sorry.
can live a very long
Yeah,
time.
no. Happy birthday parties for us. We'd have Christmas, but only cuss. While my aunt wore her shit sweater, oh please. Oh please, don't say she's saying Chipper be nice. They're family. But not as close as you and me. Thank God my uncle
He was crazier. That bird fucking sucked.
Word! A round of applause, please, for the TrogDelites. Silence felt good. You guys get that too? No? Okay. The algorithm. Let's talk about it. I'm from Victor, Montana. I don't even know what an algorithm is. Lynn, your sister failed me. She was a teacher at school. I got a targeted ad the other day for Bar S hot dogs. Bar S. Not even the good ones. Bar S. You know, the shitty thing is one, they're right. Two, it worked. I stared too long. Hold on, switcheroo. I was listening the other day. I put on music for my cats, relaxing music for cats. And then it like rolls over and it starts playing different relaxing music for cats. And some of it had like another cat purring or the sound of a bird. You know what doesn't calm my cats down? The sound of another animal in the home that they can't find. Now, that's great to leave on when I'm not in the house. There couldn't possibly be any ramifications there. I stared too long the other day at a picture of a one-eyed dog. Now every other picture I see is a fucking one-eyed dog. Do you know how hard it is to masturbate when every other picture you see is a one-eyed dog? Difficult. Not impossible. You squint a little bit. That one eye kind of looks like somebody's butthole. They don't even let me in the Humane Society anymore. Did you guys see that news article about that daycare in New York where they found 40 pounds of fentanyl because that baby died? Yeah, give it up for that weak baby. Couldn't handle it. So here's the thing, right? 40 pounds of fentanyl, that's like street value $1.5 million. I didn't know that, I had to look it up. But they still ran the daycare. That's how you know the daycares are the real criminals. They're like, well, we got this 40 pounds of fentanyl. We gotta keep that daycare open. It's our moneymaker. All right, okay. Went over well. I'm glad we've got All Hearts Animal Rescue here. I tried to find a charity in America that would give rabies vaccines to adult people. It actually doesn't exist. Extensive search. The only place where you can find charities for rabies for people, they're centered in Asia and Africa. North America accounts for less than 2% of rabies deaths per year. 90% of rabies exposures is dogs. 99% of rabies fatality, dogs. All right? Rabies actually has been documented as far back as 4,000 years ago. Like clay tablets, they were like, I got bit by this dog and now I can't drink water. Interestingly enough, this is what I do, I inform people. Thank you guys for listening. See, the interesting thing about the virus is the way that it works is it's transferred by the saliva. And so the virus causes you to foam at the mouth, but then also not be able to drink because it doesn't want you to swallow that saliva. It wants you to bite something. Get that saliva in there. The first person to survive of rabies is basically 100% fatal. 4,000 years ago discovered. 1972, first documented case of someone surviving from rabies. In the 1800s, they're like studying rabies. You guys know Louis Pasteur, the milk guy? Give it up for pasteurization. He was studying rabies. He went down and he bought 15 rabid dogs to study. That's something you could just do in the 1800s. They had so many rabid dogs, you could just buy them. I went down to the Humane Society and I tried to buy a dog, and they're like, hey, you're not allowed in here. Other things they tried, they're like, hey, maybe it's just that we domesticated dogs so quickly, and now they're not fucking all the time. And they're angry about not being able to fuck all the time. So we're gonna open up dog brothels. Also, did not work. Did not work. I like discussing language and the development of language. You guys know the term hair of the dog? Yeah, right? Yeah, what that's from is a treatment for rabies where you cut off the tip of the tail of the dog that bit you and you eat it. That didn't work. Much like when I am drinking the same alcohol in the morning that I was the night before. Didn't turn out well. Let me explain to you why rabies is important to me. Gotta move my hand, I gotta keep this face. You guys gotta see it. So rabies is important to me because for my birthday, the TrogDelites and I, we went camping at one of my favorite places, a place called Goldbug Hot Springs. Anybody? Right? If you don't know, it's this great hot springs in Idaho. It's like 3 hours from here. You hike in, it's a beautiful hike. You walk across a rock slide. If you drag your feet during the night, the sparks go, it's beautiful. There's 2 main pools, 2 hot springs waterfalls, a beautiful view of the night sky. Gorgeous. My birthday falls on or near the peak of the highest yielding meteor shower every year. So what I do is I go there and I sit in the hot springs and I fucking watch the meteor shower, and it's great. It's great. Except this year. Not so good. We're hiking up. It's the dusk hour. Passing many people on the way down from the hot springs, and you're getting the total white person encouragement. You're almost there. It's gonna be beautiful. You're gonna really enjoy it. You guys are gonna have a great time. Then we got to the hot springs. There's nobody there. It's beautiful, dusk, night of a meteor shower, hot springs pools, nobody around. That's not a red flag whatsoever. Because you see what happened was we're sitting in the pool and there's bugs coming up off the water. And at dusk, bats start to come out. Like a lot of bats. Like more, the number of bats that I'm comfortable with, pretty low. 0 to -1. And they're flying and they're biting these bugs off the water. And I'm as low in the water as I can possibly go without getting my ear holes in the water because I'm worried about that brain-eating amoeba. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened. You're not going to believe what happened. I was there. I don't necessarily know that I believe what happened. But there's certain facts that are presented by the evidence of what happened that is just undeniable. The bat swoops in, and they fly like a weird, fuzzy fucking boomerang thing right in my face. And the only thing that could have logically happened is I used my ass muscles to propel myself out of the hot springs like some sort of ninja. That wasn't a thrust, in case anybody was offended. And you're like, there's no way that happened. I can tell you that happened. Because when we got back to my friend's camper, approximately 8 pounds of hot springs gravel fell out of my clenched asshole. Like sitting there like, it keeps coming. While ejecting myself from the hot springs, I managed to kick my flip-flop off of my right foot into my right hand. I was in danger. I needed a weapon. And I swung. You're not gonna believe it, but I hit that fucking bat out of the air. And I shouted out, "Cody, explodey!" Which is also what I say when I come inside a woman. Very, very contrary. And then I look down, and the bat's in the water, right? And I'm not a batologist. I'm not a scientist of any sorts. I couldn't tell you if that bat was dead or alive. But what I could tell you is that it was stunned. And I had moments to act. What was I gonna do? So I grabbed it, both hands, and I held it under the water till it stopped moving. It actually didn't take very long because it's small. Not very small lungs on a bat. Surprisingly, people don't know that. I don't know if the bat bit me, but I can't be 100% sure. So I called the health department. That was a mistake. She's like, "Well, it sounds to me like you probably need to get the rabies shot." I'm like, "Fuck, what does that entail?" "Well, you gotta get the immunoglobulin. Then it's a series of 3 shots." "What? A series of shots?" I was like, "Is this gonna be expensive?" She was like, "Do you have insurance?" Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. Really expensive. Like, the neighborhood of $5,000 expensive. Right? So, I was trying to find a charity that would help out people in that situation. Except then I realized that less than 2% of rabies deaths occur in America. 90% of rabies exposure is dogs. And 99% of rabies fatalities are from dogs. So your chances of getting rabies from a bat your chance of getting rabies from a bat is very low. Oh God. Earlier my friend's girlfriend was like, "I really like your vampire cape." And I was like, "I don't wear this all the time." Are you guys ready to hear the story? Or the song version of the story of a man who wasn't attacked by a bat, but he also wasn't not attacked by a bat. It's a very complicated situation. It was dark outside and there were factors. This night that would change this man forever. This night that would forever be known as the Great Bat Flail of 2023. I spit a little. Keep it going. Keep it going. Please give it up for the TrogDelites.
We took a long hike through high, dusty places. 3 friends journeyed to a hot springs oasis to watch the meteor shower at that golden hour till the bats turned down.
great bad flail of
2023. I don't know much that was coming after me. With wings and fangs, smoking boomerang, flew too close, driving me insane. It was the great bad flail of 2023. I don't know much that was coming after me.
Fuck, we fucked it up.
Do you have a fever?
I feel hot.
Is that a bite?
I hope not.
You don't want them series of shots. I don't know why this man is so afraid of bats at a thing he wasn't even at.
No, yes, I was. This song is about me.
Are you sure? I think I was there too.
Oh my God, guys, I was there too, and we wrote this together. At the
Great bad flail
Of 2023.
I don't know in them rabies.
Something else. Someone get some help.
23.
Keep it going for Cody and the TrogDelites. Keep it going for all the comedians who came out tonight. All the wonderful folks in this app. Give yourself a hand for coming out tonight. We will see you at the Sock Show on November 9th. Good night.
Please let me know if you want a Cody Trogdon and the TrogDelites sticker. It don't cost anything, but if you want to donate some money for charity, you can do that.
It was actually really good.